Hey everyone, today I will be reviewing the Hardlife Rotary Omni V2. I've been following Hardlife for a couple years now and I've just never bought one of their machines. This is the first machine I've gotten from them, but was it worth the wait? We will see. So before we start, this is my honest opinion about this machine. I have no association with Hardlife. I'm not getting paid if you go buy this machine. And that was the whole point of starting this channel, was to give good, honest reviews for the tattoo community. So yeah, back to the video. So my first impression when I got the machine in is that it had very quality packaging. So I took that as a good sign. And once I opened up the box and took out the machine, I realized that if you threw this machine at someone's head, you can really do some damage. This machine is built very well. This is a very solid feeling machine. There's no plastic on it. It's built out of aircraft grade billet aluminum. You can tell that quality was this company's mission when they were building this machine. I've been using battery packs for the last couple months now, and it's nice to see a machine with an upward facing RCA connection. Anytime you use a machine with a battery that has an RCA connection coming out of the back, it is really awkward when you're tattooing with the battery hanging off the back of the machine like that. It'll swing around and hit the back of your hand, and it normally throws off the balance of the machine. So I was definitely excited to see that upward facing RCA connection. Now Hardlife does make their own battery packs. I've never tried those battery packs. They are called the Nucleus, but they do look pretty sweet. Now the one thing I did notice is this machine does not come with a vise. I thought maybe I got one that they forgot to put it in the box, but then I looked on their site and it seemed like none of the machines had vices. I was kind of confused about that, so I looked throughout their site and they don't even sell them separately. Now I felt like I was missing something, so I messaged the company on Instagram and they got back to me and said that basically they do not sell vices for it. The vice for this machine is attached to their ratchet grip. Now I get why you would do that as a company in order to push sales towards another product that you sell. But I am not a fan of click grips just in general. First of all, most of them don't come fully apart, so you can't clean the insides of them properly in case ink gets up in there. I used FK Iron's click grip for a while. That one does completely come apart and it is easier to fully clean, but at the end of the day, I would just rather use disposables. Since I always use disposables, I just know that everything is clean and ready for each client. So these machines are compatible with the Cheyenne Hawk grips. So I ordered a replacement vise for a machine that is also compatible with the Cheyenne Hawk grips. So now that I got that in the mail, I can now use disposables with this machine. This vise is a replacement vise for the Peak Tanza machine. I know that Injecta vices are also compatible with this. You can basically use any replacement vise for any machine that is compatible with the Cheyenne Hawk grip vise thread. So now that that problem is solved, let's go over some specs. This machine weighs 3.6 ounces, which makes it a middle of the road rotary when it comes to weight. Comparing to the Bishop Micro Angelo, which is the lightest machine I've ever used at 2 ounces, and the Axis Rotary Direct Drive at 4.5 ounces, I think Hardlife found a nice sweet spot when it comes to weight. On the website it says since it has a fully adjustable stroke from 0mm to 5mm, it excels both as a liner and a shader. It claims that it can push needle groupings from 3s to 27 with ease. It also says that it has a high torque, low voltage custom motor, which is designed to keep the buzzing and vibration to a minimum. So now let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. So this is obviously without a cartridge in it. It is very quiet. So let's put a cartridge in it and see what it sounds like. This is at 5.6 volts. It is very quiet, but I will say that it does have quite a bit of vibration. Not the most that I've ever felt before, but it's definitely not a low vibration machine, I don't think. This is at 7 volts. Still a quiet machine, but I will say when I did first get this machine, it did take like a minute for me to get used to the vibration. It's not terrible, but like I said, it is not a low vibration machine. Now, with a lot of the tattoo industry going towards wireless tattooing, let's see if this machine is better corded or wireless. Now, this machine is geared towards wireless tattooing. Hardlife has their own batteries called the Nucleus, and they definitely fit on this machine better than the batteries that I have. These batteries just kind of make it a little bit awkward. These Jetpack wireless batteries are kind of junky. When you do put it on, it kind of overhangs on the front like that, and over time as you tattoo it will flip to the back. So if you're gonna go wireless with this machine, I would recommend checking out Hardlife's batteries. I have not tried them, so I'm not really sure if they're any good, but these types of batteries just make this awkward. Now, with the way this machine is balanced, I think that a corded connection is actually really beneficial. With the RCA connection up top, it does make it feel like you are tattooing with a pen machine and has reduced strain on my wrist. So if you don't have batteries, don't worry. Even though this is geared towards wireless tattooing, a corded connection is definitely just as good. So like I said, this machine is very well balanced. It does remind me of tattooing with a pen machine. There really isn't much back weight, which is nice, but it's not light enough to where it feels like unstable. Honestly, the little bit of weight that this machine does have, it kind of makes your hand more stable when you're lining. And since it does have a little bit of weight to it, I think it helps sink in the ink a lot easier than if you were to be tattooing with a really light machine. So when you go to bag this machine, it is really simple. All you have to do is take the clipcord cover and slide it right over the machine. So speaking about cleanliness, when it comes to ease of cleaning with this machine, when I'm all done tattooing, there really is nothing to complain about. There's no crazy nooks and crannies. It's really straightforward and simple to clean. And anytime a machine is really simple to clean, I greatly appreciate that. So the answers everyone wants to know. Is it good for lining? Is it good for shading? What type of tattooing is it good for? And should I buy it? So for lining, yes, this machine is a great liner. The long stroke capabilities of it can give it a very aggressive hit, which is great to get the ink in the skin. My experience when lining with this machine has been one of the best so far with a rotary I've had. It's a great liner, I'm definitely a fan. So yes, it's a good liner. Also, it is a very good shading machine. Like I said earlier, its stroke goes from 0mm to 5mm, which makes this machine incredibly versatile. Shading, color packing, color blending, stipple shading, whip shading, it can do it all. It can really do anything that you want it to. So yes, it's a good shader. So what style is this machine best for? For me, this is just a great all-around machine. So trying to pick a specific style which it's good for, I would just say that this machine is just good for tattooing. I honestly can't see a style that this machine would struggle to do. I think if anybody were to buy this machine, they would like it. My only complaint about this machine was it didn't come with a vise. And I figured out that problem. So yeah. So if you have any other questions about this machine, feel to comment them down below. I hope this video was helpful to you, and, well, I meant to just rip it off. But I hope that you have a good day.